played many years in this game and won many titles, singles, doubles, opens. What is your name?
Ruby?
Yeah, Ruby from New York, representing Queens, I believe. So, Ruby, what made you want to play handball?
Honestly, I was technically born into it. My mom told me a story that her and my dad was both playing when they were 8 months pregnant with me. Well, she was pregnant and my mom was pregnant. And they went to tournament. So pretty much didn't have a choice. I was born into handball, basically.
So basically, you was in the belly already getting trophies, huh?
Basically.
So, so when you started playing this game, what was your main goal?
I just to hang with friends. Honestly, when I first started playing, I think my first sport was softball, and then a lot of my friends started playing handball, and I just played just to hang out with my friends.
So, but going from your friends, there's something that had to take you off that you made tournaments your goal to want to win. What was it? Trophy, money, or competition?
When I first started, it was for fun. I actually won a juniors, or a citywide juniors, like 11 or something like that. That was my first tournament, and then I stopped playing because I was in school sports. And then when I got older, I just, like my mom would leave the house and I wanted to go with my mom. She would always go play handball. So then that's just when I started playing like competitively, seeing my mom in tournaments. So then I just started playing in tournaments. So she would just put up the money and tell me how to play. And I was actually pretty good. I was nationally good in almost all sports. So after college sports and stuff like that, I guess handball was the next way to just to stay in shape and have exercise. And then the tournaments just came because they were fun and then I started winning. So then I became, well, okay, well I can win. So then I started winning and found partners. And I just kind of fell in love with it.
So who was probably your favorite player to play in the female doubles tournaments?
Play against or play with?
Play with?
Probably Rhonda.
Rhonda?
She taught me a lot. That was my first open partner, and she was just awesome in every way. She was awesome, a great player, competitive, and very encouraging. I loved her demeanor and how she talked to people on the court. She was very respectful and super sharp on the court. So I love her.
You're definitely one of the greats. Much love to them. So, did you have any player who probably got under your skin or something in a competitive way that you just wanted to beat them, you know, not like fighting or anything, but just beat them in the court because they had a lot to say or their actions made you feel like you want to beat them? Maggie.
She was like that one like hurdle that I had to pass because for some reason I always got her first round. Even when I was like a B player. I played like in one singles as a B player for Maggie first round. Everything was Maggie first round. And then when I finally got her with it was an AD, me and Lori, her partner, and her and Stacy. And like after I got past that hurdle, that's when I actually started winning, but it was Maggie. She used to trash me so much, but I didn't bother her because it was like direct. It wasn't like a shady kind of way. It was like a in your face kind of like, yeah. So I respect it.
Yeah, Maggie was definitely one to get under the skin. She was a great champion as well. Great player. So, this question is it's not about you, but it's about the game. Why do you feel handball hasn't reached the Olympics?
The main reason is, I was just talking about this like 10 minutes ago. When you play chess in Puerto Rico, Spain, Europe, the rules are the same everywhere you go. Unfortunately, for some reason, there's no set rules. Like today, it's a lemon tournament. Everybody gets to play at least 30 to 40, maybe even 50 games. We should come, and in 5 minutes, we should know exactly what we have to do. For us to have to keep interpreting rules every single tournament, there's no like set standard. There's no standard. So it causes a lot of chaos. This is where you get players arguing every tournament because the rules change every tournament, and it causes causes a lot of strife. So even if you're an argumentative person, if I know the rules, the rules. You can't go against the law, but unfortunately, the rules change. Almost every other tournament is left up to interpretation. There is a rule book. Somebody, anybody should get the rules and actually post the most frequently argued, like an FAQ, frequently asked questions, frequently argued polls, and have them posted. That way, there's no you don't feel like, oh, you're cheating me because you made this rule. No, the same rule you call for me is the same rule you call for them. I shouldn't be confused. There's too much confusion because there's no set standard by going by the rule book from 1990 to 1900. All these guys were playing. That is why the rules should be the same, just like chess, from country to country and state to state.
You're so right. I believe it's because every promoter wants to outdo the next promoter, and they want to set these rules because they did it when they were younger, or they want to do something different. So it confuses the game, and unfortunately the players have to pay for it, like champions like yourself, and don't get to be showcased in an event like the Olympics or on a higher level. I mean, we do have our high-level events, which you would manage yourself, not, but we don't have, like I said, a standard to make this game go even higher at a professional level.
I agree.
So, after accomplishing a lot of the accomplishments that you have in the game, what's left for Ruby in this game?
Honestly, I like playing with the young girls that's here and just encouraging them and telling them, oh, if you put your foot like this, because unfortunately, just like the rules, not everybody's a good coach. So some people give advice based on me telling you to whip the ball if you don't actually have a whip, because I whip it. So not everybody's a good coach. So I should be telling you how to improve your game based on your style of game. So seeing the young ones come up, trying to be positive, because unfortunately there's a lot of argument, a lot of negativity. Trying to be positive to the next generation. Like, oh girls, just put your foot like this, practice like this, and you just do this. And I'm always encouraging to the next generation. So for me, just hopefully the sport gets better sportsmanship, and just saying how to handle it. Even if I don't get any credit, just to see girls, especially young kids in general, but to see girls enjoy in the game. And for me right now, it's just exercise, cardio. Like I said, I've won everything, repeats, Red Bull, City Ride, Freedom Court. So I've pretty much done everything. So I play now just to support and look towards the next generation.
It's definitely great achievements that you have under your belt, for sure. Well, we're almost wrapping up this interview, but we're going to have to give Ruby a little bit of the ugly truth and say a little comment about her, because she does like to teach. And I'm a witness to that, because when I play with CPQ, with Rookie, she used to tell us what to do at times. And me and Rookie would look at each other like, did she really tell us that? And it just showed that she did have a good
You see
mind.
something, say something.
Yes. So, nothing. She was part of a Fantastic Four for a while, and we used to have fun. She does like teaching, and if any student out there needs a little advice, this is one of the champions you can go to, because her advice is pretty much on point. She knows what she talks about.
Let me ask you this, if I may. I want to circle back around to that, since Olympics are the hot topic. Why hasn't it reached the Olympics? And what do you think the impact of no one agreed upon name has to do with that? Shouldn't this be like the original handball or something like that? Because this shit was usurped.
It definitely was. But that's what happens when professionalism meets athleticism. Because handball players, it's like a soccer game with the hands or something like that.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for us, they were professional. They got their sport in the Olympics because people had character, they had good sportsmanship, they got there first. So unfortunately now it'll have to be wallball. But even if we don't get the professionalism right, where sponsors like the Red Bull that we had, or Nike or something like that wants to come and put their brand with people that's arguing, fussing, and fighting, wallball will be taken too. So professionalism, rules are the rules. That way the most argumentative people cannot argue, because every single single tournament, it's the same rules, and now we be more professional. And hopefully we can take wallball because unfortunately handball was taken by whatever sport that is in the Olympics.
Okay. Okay.
Professional over
The thing, man, I can't. I think y'all got robbed. I think a PR campaign usurped it, picked it right up, and this is, yeah. I think that's a sticking point.
Well,
It's already done now.
I
Yes,
believe,
it's done.
I believe that eventually I'll go there because right now even in New York they're shutting down so many handball courts because not that many players are playing. Before it was so many players in every park.
And it's still easily revived.
That you go to any park and challenge any player to the top player and try to beat them all. Now with the internet, they have shut it closed because everybody knows where everybody's at. They put it on their page and everybody knows each other, so they all go to this one park and you see like 30, 40 players in the park instead of 30, 40 players in every park.
Right.
So now that it's shutting down, there's less players, so there's less talent to see that sooner or later, I believe this game might make the Olympics.
You know, getting what both of you said just now, that it was usurped. Maybe if the people that go to like the regular courts, if they was to start going live more and putting hashtag wallball, if everybody just agreed on wallball, if you had 40 lives around the city instead of just at St. John's, if everybody just
Could have
took
changed the whole cookie structure.
yes, because then you would get more publicity.
All the analytics.
Yes, yes, there you go. So use it to your advantage. Everybody wants to just call it wallball because handball was already taken.
It is what it is.
And like you said, so everybody's going to one park. Even if there's 10 parks, then everybody should be live. Go live as much as possible. Everybody
Yeah,
uses
because
same
the other sport can't do that.
So
They
if
can't
they're
do
not
that.
gonna, if they're not going to give
We
us
can
the
swamp them
cameras,
on the
we
internet.
can get our own cameras.
We can swap them on the internet, and that's really the only place it counts.
Combining the ideas together.
You can take back the name. You can take back a name, but you got to unify on it.
But we might as well just go with wallball.
Yeah,
We don't-
whatever,
we
whatever. I
don't
mean,
need the name.
it's your sport. I don't play it, but
It's a game. No matter what name it is, it's a game.
it's a community. That's what I like about it.
Because you don't want confusion the way you type the wallball and other
Right.
handball.
That's the yes.
So handball, so
You're
everybody-
splitting views.
I think people put, you know what? People put like Tembo versus Taiwan versus saying like handball game.
Yeah.
You need to put handball in every single video. Oh, so, excuse me, wallball.
See?
I know.
Right.
So put wallball in every video. That way all wallball videos come up for people that's looking for it. So instead of just putting Taiwan versus Timbo,
Yeah.
put handball game, Taiwan versus Timbo. Handball tournament. Keep saying handball. Wallball tournament. and
Right.
wallball game.
But I do the same thing, and I'm trying to familiarize myself.
So on Facebook, all handball videos come up instead of versus Taiwan versus whatever. That's how the algorithm works. So in every video that everybody's posting live, it should say wallball game at St. John's Park. Wallball in every
If
video.
everybody would work together, you get all boats rise.
Yes, everybody has to work together.
All boats rise.
Do you agree that both names make sense?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I believe both names make sense. And honestly, it's not so much about the name so much. I think the Olympics is bypassing the talent that we have in handball because probably they don't know the game, or anything. But there's a lot of talent in this
I
game.
think there's a market to,
I mean, we were
to open them up.
even though we passed our prime, but even now there's still talent out there where these kids looked up to some of us, looked up to some of the other greats, and their talent is amazing as well.
Look, if pickleball got in, look, from nowhere. Didn't even exist 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
No, the game's been around. We just didn't know about it. The game's been around.
I'd never heard of it. Oh, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's brand new.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
still
mean,
that's still brand new.
that's,
It's a nice game, but I find handball.
and I
You
think
play a
it's
lot
great,
harder.
but
You play a
it's
lot
an
harder
example
shot.
that people are, there's a shift back towards community-based sports. There's a space here.
But they're also more professional. And that's what I'm trying to say. That's why we didn't make it yet. Because professionalism beats athleticism. As athletic as handball wallball players are,
Right. They need a professional lead. They need a professional organization to lead.
every tournament needs to put wallball tournament. Every side game needs to put wallball games. Instead of people's names, put
Yeah.
It needs to be changed, yes. If it's gonna continue to grow.
Now, does it matter whether it's first or second, wall ball, and then
wallball, whatever. Just
Tim-
long as you put wallball. Yeah,
It needs to
that's
stay
how
Long as wall ball goes
if you're looking
first.
on Facebook, if I just type in, a wall ball game, these will pop up. 'Cause I'm not gonna look if I don't know who Taiwan is. I don't know to type that in.
Gotcha.
But if I'm looking for a wall ball, you can maybe put both wall ball and
Yeah.
handball. Wall ball / handball. Put them
Right.
both.
The more
That
the
way the
merrier.
algorithm finds all the wall ball tournaments. Is that way if a Nike is looking for it, they're not looking for Taiwan.
Right.
They're looking for timber
Right.
or like
You can be a big fish in a small pond or a medium-sized fish in a big pond, and that's pretty good too.
So one more question.
Yes, sir.
Who has been your favorite all-time player?
It would still have to be Brooklyn. Because well, today everyone is so just Ricky was such a sportsman. You can say he was like he just had so much charisma on the court. And he was actually good. So when you're good and you have charisma and you the big fish who talks to like the 5-year-old kid you played with the kid with, it's not like, oh, get out my face. Like he was just a people's person. So him as the guy, maybe him, and also my favorite out of that. Robert Saustra. Man, I love watching that guy with a paddle. Favorite female?
Favorite female, yes.
Probably still be Wanda.
Honda? That's a great choice, without a doubt. Good sportsmanship, good player, great placement. She was an all-around player.
We've only done this a couple times. I keep hearing those names, Ron. Thank you.
Well, it was a pleasure doing an interview with you. Thank you for taking the time.
And me, I'm my second favorite player.
Should always be your own favorite
Right,
player.
I'm my favorite player, right, now.
Well, shout out to all the Wallball players. Thank you for tuning in.
Very cool.
That's actually like that. That's actually a solution to like